Welcome back and happy Friday evening, everybody. I hope everyone's going to have a wonderful weekend. I'm looking forward to it myself because I'm actually heading out to a baseball game tomorrow. And I'm going to be able to show you what the giveaway is after I go to the game. And I'll probably do a quick video about that on Sunday at some point during the day. I don't know when. But just a few things to go over with you. Some mail day items that came in this week. Wanted to also just thank again Alex over at Bowman 53 for having me on last Sunday on his live stream. There's still a link at my channel and I believe in the community page, but also you can go to Bowman 53 and look up his last live stream held last Sunday, where he talked about the Diamond Star sets, which I truly love and I've featured a few times on this channel. But wanted to just get started, just quick video today. Wanted to just also kind of point out we lost another very, very good baseball player over this past week, and that was Vida Blue. Just a real good character in the sport. I think it was a name that's kind of been lost a bit to history in some ways. I think people kind of forget just how good of a pitcher Vida Blue was. He was still a player that I could get in new products when I was buying as a kid in 86 and 87, because he was still in those sets, and that's where I was able to learn a little bit more about Vida Blue. So there he is, featured on his 1972 Topps card with the Oakland Athletics. So I got a few things this week. Wanted to just point out, I actually got a book. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but as I mentioned in a video about Billy Werber and also on the live stream last weekend, that he was an author too. He went to Duke University and spent a lot of his time after baseball writing books. He wrote 2 baseball books and actually got this one just the other day. This was the last one he wrote about his time as a ball player, talking about some of the players from the 1930s and early 40s that he played with. So I'm gonna go stick this book over here. I'm looking forward to reading it very soon. So, and that's pretty exciting to get that book, and I'll let you guys know just if it's a keeper, if it's one that I will recommend after I get a chance to read it. So I'm going to return to some sets that I'm working on. This is probably the only modern one that I've been working on. I featured here on the channel several times before. This is a little shout out, I think, on this one to a Psy guy out there who is a Minnesota Twin fan. I saw he just gave me a shout out, so I'll shout him out during this video and say thank you. But got another 2001 Topps Gold, but this one is the Justin Morneau rookie card, which was a hot rookie card in the early 2000s when he was winning league MVP and was threatening to win a second. His career was derailed by a pretty significant concussion when he slid into second base and hit his head on the knee, I believe, of the second baseman or the shortstop, whoever was covering the bag on that one. And he dealt with post-concussion syndrome thereafter. Spent a little bit of time with the White Sox towards the end of his career, but here he is with his 2001 Topps Gold card, numbered 585 out of 2001. So I'm getting closer and closer to finishing this set off, at least of the Stars and Hall of Famers that I want. As I mentioned, I'm still needing one more Hall of Famer to complete it, and that's going to be Chipper Jones. So I'll definitely feature all the Hall of Famers when I get those at some point in the near future. And at some point, Ichiro will need to be in my future. Ever so often related to the set too, I like to sometimes upgrade cards. So the Greg Maddux that I featured here before, if you looked really closely, there's a lot of snowing on this card. Well, that's actually paper loss from the card itself and also from the card it was stuck to. If you've opened a product probably from this era, the super gloss on these cards from the late 90s, early 2000s created bricks in the card. So if you ever bought an unopened complete set, don't open it from at this point, because their cards are going to just be mostly ruined if you start trying to break them apart. Although I guess they kind of are anyway, because they're stuck together and there's no way to separate them. So, but anyway, if you do that, they end up tending to rip apart part of the card that's on front and also part of the card that it was connected with, and you get this snowing. On the back of it, it was not so bad, but you know, it always kind of like at some point I want to get able to upgrade this Greg Maddux card here. Mad Dog himself. Well, recent auction ended on eBay was actually a PSA 8 graded Greg Maddux card. So I was able to replace it and even upgrade it into a graded card. So I'm very happy to add Greg Maddux to the group as a graded card and put this one by the wayside. So that is it. That's what I got for you guys tonight. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon.